These stone lions guarded the temple at Hatzor here in Israel. They're in the exact same style of the lions that guarded the great temples over in Assyria and in Babylon in the Mesopotamian Valley. Over here is a wash basin made by the Hittites. It was used for religious rites. These people were from up in Turkey. I'm in the Israel National Museum, and all these artifacts are found here in Israel. The reason for that is that this is the land between all of the continents. Right here are the remains from a shipwreck containing items that were sold throughout the Mediterranean Sea. These were carbonized dates. And over here, this is Mycenaean ware from the Greek Isles. You see, when God came into the world, he came into a real world with real people facing real issues. And this land is the crossroads of the continents. Over here is a sarcophagus in the Egyptian style. Assyria, Babylon, Greece, Egypt. You're at the crossroads of the continents.
I'm in Bethlehem, and this is Manger Square. The Church of the Nativity is behind me, and the caves that mark the location of Jesus' birth are underneath them. There's some legitimacy to those claims. But it's easy in all the churchiness of it, the icons and the tourist lines, to forget that God came into a real world. It's sometimes easy to forget that God came into a real world. I'm a little bit higher up on the hill in Bethlehem, and this is Christmas Lutheran Church. When God came into our world, it was not filled with icons or tourists or crowds. A few years ago, they made a wonderful discovery. They wanted to expand their gift shop, so they were jackhammering to put in utility lines, and they broke through and discovered a cave beneath them. This is what they found, a natural cave. You can see the bedrock, the natural stone up above. These stones were added much, much later to fill in an entranceway and to support what's up above. Remember, the modern streets of Bethlehem are above us. They called in archaeologists to see what was here, and they found utensils and pottery from the 1st century. That means this cave was a home in the time of Jesus. There were people living here. Now, you would live in this area, and if you could afford to build a house, then you would build a house above the cave and use this cave either as a guest room or for your animals. The family that was living here, though, looks like they lived in this little area that was higher, and they kept their animals over here. And this niche is a perfect place to put the hay for the animals, or a baby. When God came into our world, to the crossroads of the continents, he came as humbly as possible because he came to serve and to save. Now it's time for the study. Open up your Bibles, do the work together, and then we'll wrap up.